Hello everybody! Well, here we are with the next fight from the Mount Hua competition for the Blue Dragon server for September 2015. And we have Blood of the Wudong. He'll be facing off against WWind of the Vagrants. Of course, WWind must be in one of the factions. We just don't know which one, unless he really is in the Vagrants. But who knows? The question here is, what is Blood going to do? We know WWind has Joint Finger. We know he has the health advantage. He may or may not have a damage advantage as well. It does seem likely. So what is Blood going to do to overcome this mountain he has to climb here? And we're starting. Straight away, Blood is in with the Ghost Shadow Sword. Gets a good hit in there. And continues with a follow-up. But WWind is ready for him with that Joined Finger skill as expected. And has got the stun out. Nice freeze there. And Blood is starting to suffer the damage from that. Blood is at about 80% health. WWind has barely harmed at all. I do have the settings turned up here on the water, and that's where the flickering is coming from. I forgot to turn them down, unfortunately. But we'll just ignore it for now. More Ghost Shadow Sword out of Blood, doing a bit of damage to WWind. He gets the flip and the follow-up, doing some nice damage there. Has WWind down below 75% and falling quickly. WWind is sitting on a lot of rage, though, and there it goes. Oh, no, that wasn't it. Blood comes back again with some more Ghost Shadow Sword. There's the parry break. Is that a stun? No, he was just invisible for a moment, but there goes the rage. And now Blood is down to a third health instantly. He Pegasuses, circles the moon, but WWind comes in with some more Joint Finger skill and another rage. This will bring Blood back down to just above 50%. Not so bad after all. Blood coming in now again with the Ghost Shadow Sword. Oh, 9 Palace's Sword, I beg your pardon. Getting the rage off there brings WWind down to 50%. WWind is suffering a bit of damage here. Blood is doing pretty good against that Joint Finger skill. Excuse me. Buddha Heart Palm coming out of Blood now, getting some ranged attacks in there, keeping his distance away from WWind. He doesn't want to get stunned again, but there is the parry break and the follow-up as Blood below 50% and the rage. Blood is now down to a third health. WWind is still sitting pretty at about 80%, 75% energy. Blood has plenty of energy, but he is way down in health. He needs the Pegasus right now. He does not get to circle the moon. At least not yet. There goes the circle of the moon. A little bit of dancing there. WWind could not get a good connection on his stun though, so he disengaged. He can afford to wait for his opportunity. He's leading way ahead in damage dealt. 57,000 versus 24,000. And he has plenty of health as well and energy, so it's a waiting game for WWind. Blood really needs to get aggressive, but there goes the rage again, and Blood is back down to 50%. WWind is sitting at about 100% health. Almost 100% energy. That Circle of the Moon is paying off for him there. Blood is back down to 50% though. Health and energy. He has a lot of rage, but so does WWind. And that's it. That was just enough damage out of his rage to finish off Blood. 25,000 points of damage versus 82,000. That means that WWind did enough damage to kill Blood 4 times over with his 20,000 points of health. On the other hand, WWind has 26,000 points of health, and Blood only did 25,000, so WWind might have gotten away without Pegasusing at all during that round and still survived. And that is the unfortunate truth of the Joint Finger. Blood needs to get in there and make that damage happen, but how do you do that when your opponent has Joint Finger, is stunning you, raging you, and just causing a whole lot of problems? So we'll see if Blood can come up with an answer here in this next round. At least a better performance. Give hope to us who do not have the Joint Finger. Here we go. Straight away, Ghost Shadow Sword again out of Blood. He was doing pretty good with that. But there's the stun from WWind and the Joint Finger and the follow-up. Doing some good damage against Blood. Blood is actually fairly resilient against that Joint Finger, at least more resilient than we've seen a lot of other competitors be. So he is managing to hang on pretty well. He has that, what looks like the Wudong's latest internal activated. And that is giving him some good healing points whenever you see that shield above his head. At least I believe so. I could be mistaken. But there is the stun and the follow-up from WWind. This will do some damage. He does not have quite enough for a rage as of yet, but he's building up all the time. Blood is coming back with Restrained Shadow, just spamming that key. It looks like he got the connection there. It's neat that you can see when the players are spamming the keys. Pluck the Peacock's Plume out of Blood. This will give him a momentary respite. He is down to almost 50% here. Lots of energy, though. He can do a Pegasus if he needs to. WWind, though, has enough for a Rage. Blood's going to have to watch out for that. He's coming in now with some more Ghost Shadow Sword. I think there was a part of Winds of Fury there as well. But there goes the Rage from WWind. Has Blood down to almost a third health right away. More Joint Finger. Another stun. Wind has enough for another Rage. There it goes. Blood managed to Pegasus there in between, so he's not eliminated, but that is a lot of damage to have to deal with, and in such a short time. He's down to 50% health, less than 50% energy, while WWind is sitting on about 100% of both. Just an immense amount of force coming down on Blood. The fact that he's managing to survive is amazing. Opening the Tai Chi, WWind has been caught. This will do some good damage to WWind, and the follow-up should be pretty devastating. He does bring him down to 50% with the 9 Palaces Sword out of Blood. He gets the Rage as well, but WWind gets his block up in time. He had a Pegasus in there as well, so he is a little bit worse for wear, but not too bad. 50% energy, about 75% health. Blood has not caught up to him at all here with that latest attack. It's just so much damage coming out of WWind. Another Plucked Peacock's Plume for Blood. Slow things down here again. 27,000 versus 44,000. WWind is about at double the amount of damage dealt here so far. There goes the flip, though. He manages to get it. He needs a good follow-up here to make it count. Every attack he's going to have to make count for maximum damage. But he's going to have to be careful, because whenever he does, he's giving a Rage to WWind. And that is the last thing he wants. Bitter Cold of the Snow Sword coming in there. Brings WWind almost down to 50%. WWind replying with his own Joint Finger. He has enough for a Rage again. Blood is stunned. And there goes the Rage. And is this going to be enough? Not quite. The healing ability popped off there for Blood. And I think that was enough to save him. He can Pegasus, but it won't be too good. He's at about 75% after the Pegasus. Another stun from across the field. And the Rage. And this brings Blood back down to 50%. This is really bad for him. Opening the Tai Chi does not connect. WWind can pick him off here if he's careful. There goes the stun. And another follow-up. This should do it. It is a Rage. And Blood is out. He was starting to catch up there a little bit. Blood was managing to get some good hits in there without solid returns from WWind. But ultimately, a missed opening the Tai Chi and a cross the arena stun. Very nice move from WWind. Fouls things up for him. And so WWind will move on to the next round. Blood will have to come back next month to see what he can do against the Joint Finger. But we will have more fights right here on this channel. Please stay tuned for that.